Alright, so, what did we do last week, guys? Oh yeah, by the way, everybody, welcome and apologies for last video because I had 4.5 hours of raw footage and, well, I couldn't put it through the video editor. There was a lot of problems. It was corrupted and, yeah, it kind of ended abruptly, so, yeah. So, you weren't here last week.
I was in a bag.
Yeah, apparently.
In a coma in a bag.
Or in some kind of, I don't know.
And do that.
Nice try.
By the way, do you want to make me a vigor roll right away?
It was throwing dice on the street. I don't know what happened on that one that flew all the way over there.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, you're good. You don't take a level of fatigue because you haven't had Witherroot in quite a while.
Oh, it's like me without caffeine.
I need to score some.
Yeah.
Someone was like, so caffeine is your drug. Yes, that's accurate.
Yeah.
This isn't news to me.
But yeah, where the video for last week kind of cuts off, you guys were at Sanctuary, and then I think it also mentioned that the Inquisition was there, but it doesn't mention what happened afterwards. Like, I remember saying that the Inquisition was there, you guys encountered an Inquisitor.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, yeah, let's recap what happened last week.
Yeah,
So you guys got a job. Jorgen, the town peacekeeper and kind of the leader of the town, like, came in. He was like, hey guys, someone was kidnapped, or, well, someone went missing.
There may have been a little bit of blackmail involved.
I don't know about
Under
blackmail.
the table. Him blackmailing me.
Oh yeah, him blackmailing. That makes sense. Rachel, continue with the story.
Okay, so we went southeast out of town, out of Sanctuary. Ran into an android.
Still salty about that. We just left him.
Yes, and I basically threw racks at him while he was dismantling and reassembling a car. And then he just walked away and wouldn't answer us. And I don't know how to speak to robots. So,
He didn't have a voice box.
yeah, I
This
didn't have
is
a
like-
voice box.
In like Skyrim, you clearly see a guy that's like part of a quest wandering around, and we just said, nope.
Basically.
Had to interact with him.
We said, gone. We're busy.
Yep. So then
Maybe
we
later.
hit a pack of dogs, like stray dogs.
I thought that was before the Android.
Oh, was it? Anyway, at some point we hit a pack of stray dogs, and this guy over here threw a piece of jerky and led the pack
That
away
was
from
fun.
us. And then we got into some more ruins, and I got horribly disfigured by a giant mutant hoople.
Now, horribly disfigured is putting it lightly.
Yes, I am disgusting currently.
And we did her natural healing rolls before this, and she failed both of them, so she still got that hindrance.
Yay! Yeah, so we fought this thing, killed it, ate it. It was delicious, except for awful, because obviously. But then
Alright.
we, I think, slept the night there, right? And then in the morning, continued southeast and found this Anubian death camp. And we battled orcs for hours.
That was
For hours!
Oh, I'm pretty sure that they know it was for hours.
It was a lot of fun. We used the flash harness. We used the shotgun. I beat up
I
an
have
orc
a
with his dead friend's head.
Shotgun.
I used the drink a speech potion.
Yeah, yep, that's true. He spoke orcish for a while.
and like, feared or intimidated everybody.
Yes. Yep.
It bought us valuable time.
Yep.
Yes, it did.
And then we watched a dwarf get sacrificed by the Anubian death priest
I
and
like to think
be...
his name was Gerald.
Yeah, we watched him get sacrificed by Gerald. Gerald's game. And then we saw him reanimated as this giant mutant thing, and they disappeared. Poof. And then we rescued the girl we set out to look for and a couple other people. Headed back to Sanctuary, and that is where we found trouble.
Now the important question is, did that poof really happen? That sound, the poof.
Yes.
It was more like a pop. It was like...
Anyway, yes. So we get back into town, and what's
And then the animator had a heart attack.
Yes.
Can you
Animator had a
can
heart
you just
attack.
put like slides of like written things that happen up to it?
Oh my god! Can we
Stop.
please? Can we please? Yeah, but anyway, we got back into Sanctuary. Ran into trouble because turns out the Inquisition is in town, and Inquisition doesn't like me because I'm a magic user.
Yeah, as the Inquisition does.
Yes, exactly. Since that I was using magic, I tried to make them believe that bugs, horrendous rivers of bugs, were coming out of the skull that I bashed the orc's head in with. Didn't work, I failed my rolls, and so now
You should just show him your face.
Ah!
You were there for
Boy,
that.
I think you actually suggested that. Anyway, couldn't make them fear me, and so then they set off this like pulse thing. I don't remember
They
quite what it
used
was.
a stun rod, as it is called. Basically, okay, so yeah, what happened after the video kind of ends, or at least the YouTube video ends because problems. There was an Inquisitor, an elf. He was wearing power armor. He had a squad of people wearing power armor.
Why are elves
There
always
was-
pricks?
There was a little bit of a
They
scuffle.
are. They really are.
Not all of them. I mean, whatever. But anyways, so
Sympathizer.
hey, my dad is Santa Claus.
No, they weren't supposed to know that.
But well, I mean, it's in my personal channel's title, Son of a Claus. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's besides the point.
You think the internet
So-
is smart enough to realize that?
No, ask them yourself.
Are you
Leave a
smart enough to
comment
realize
in-
that?
Leave a comment below. Tell this guy how smart you are. Even if you're like 10 years old.
Surprise.
Yeah, I was a very intelligent 10-year-old.
Uh-huh.
All went downhill
You
from
only
there.
ate dirt once.
Yeah. And then there was a little bit of a scuffle. It took the entire squad to
I forgot that part.
yeah, it took the entire squad to like hold down at least one of you guys.
Yeah,
because I kept rolling high for
Yep,
him.
Yeah.
He tried to
I
come to
almost
my
got out of
rescue.
it.
He had really good strength rolls. Really good.
And I
Those
don't
heads or
have
something.
good strength.
You got like a 10 or something, and it took like the entire squad to dogpile you.
And then towards the end of it, one of them pulled out a stun rod, which is an arcane tech or weird science device that casts the stun spell. They used that, and it caused you guys to black out.
Box.
So,
And we all fell down.
yeah.
It's a higher level stun spell than what my grenade launcher uses.
Actually, I'm thinking of like changing the spell in the compendium to sleep because that was kind of what happened instead. But then again, at the same time, plot convenience. So, am I a dick DM? Please be sure to write down your comments below.
Yes!
All right, so
So where are we?
this is the fun
Because it
part,
knocked
guys.
all of us out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was already
If
asleep.
I were you,
Yeah.
I'd be annoyed.
I'm
'cause,
just a
like,
deep
you had
sleeper.
nothing.
So, Odium,
Just-
we'll start with you. You're in Sanctuary. You kind of missed out on everything. Where are you right now?
I thought I was in a bag.
yeah, we were gonna say he was in my my backpack the whole
Yeah,
time.
with the cans.
It's just sleeping.
All right, you're with these guys.
We're like sitting in a jail cell, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I forgot I had that teddy bear in here." Hello.
I wake up and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
what happened? How,
Yeah, where did
did you guys not? Why did you guys not wake me up?
So we'll get to you three in a moment, but I'll get to you first.
Oh.
You wake up. You're in the exact same room. Jorgen is kind of there. A few Inquisition soldiers are also there as well. But Jorgen, it seems like he was already awake for a while. He looks at you and says, "Oh, well, about time you got up. Those Inquisition cronies loaded them onto trucks and said they were taking them to an internment camp far away from here."
We're taking the goblin to Isengard.
Oh gosh.
Boo. Bad joke.
Taking it far away, huh?
I don't even get it.
Yeah. Oh, whereabouts did you guys say that you were taking them? We're taking them to an internment camp in Dora, or at least around that area. Yeah, that's what he said. Dora? Yeah, it's a town called Dora. It's a town called Dora.
That's what I was
Well, I guess life goes on, eh, Johnson?
Yeah.
Messengers.
Well, guess I've got these guys all watching the town for me. Might make things a little boring. Mind if I walk you over to your garage?
Sure.
I mean, after all, you are a notorious drug dealer, and you really do need to be looked after.
I mean, I got this wound from the Anubians.
I don't mean I'm not a doctor,
Yeah, I know.
Jim. I'm a peacekeeper.
Name's Johnson.
I don't care.
It's Jay. Get it right.
I don't
You,
get the
you
reference.
humans all look the same, anyways. So
Wait, you're not human?
He's
I thought you were just a really short human.
blind and deaf.
I'm half human, but I'm also half dwarf. I thought we'd been over this.
I don't think we've ever been over this.
Yeah, I'm half dwarf. You didn't realize that?
No, I just thought you were a really short human.
Oh my gosh. Whatever, let's just get out of here. Hey, this town's gonna be in good hands, right? The Inquisition always looks after its citizens. Yeah, sure, up yours too. Alright, we're gonna be gone a while. And so you guys walk back to the garage, and he's just kind of like, well, this is interesting. I wasn't expecting this.
No one expects the Inquisition.
Fair enough. I mean, I kind of thought after the war that they were in disarray because, you know, Royalty Court has been destroyed. Therefore, the Cathedral of the Church of Light is destroyed. Therefore, the Arch Prophet is destroyed. Therefore, I would have thought that the Inquisition would have been destroyed.
Nah, not that simple. They're a group of fanatics.
Well, you don't have to tell me twice. I used to be a part of them. But,
Nice.
yeah. Not the best time of my life. But it looks like they're trying to take over all of Brenori now. Again.
What's their game plan? I seem to hear.
Yeah. So, what do you think about all this?
I think it's a shame that they're taking away those people. They were good people. Don't know about the crazy one. He seemed like a good guy.
Sure.
It'll be a shame to lose our healer.
Yeah.
Is there another person in this town who can do what she could do?
Not really. You could probably ask someone from the Inquisition now.
Can you look at the camera and freeze frame and then do a no 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 no.
He's like, I honestly, I don't even know what to do about this.
There's not much you can do. They're power armor. They're nearly invincible.
Well, the Sons of Brenor were able to do something about it.
Well, I heard they were getting their asses handed to them. You
Well-
know, before the whole apocalypse.
Well, they tried at least.
Yeah.
I think it's possible, but shoot, I don't know. And with like half the town gone, it seems like things have just gotten a little worse.
Yeah, what I hear, no one really likes them.
Johnson, I've got a few men who I can drum together. I heard that there is a nearby dump or a junkyard.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a list, and I'm gonna see if you can get this stuff for me.
Well, if it's there, I'll find it.
And then after that, I've got more instructions on how you can put it together. At least, I think I do.
Am I thinking what I think you're thinking?
Probably not. Don't worry about it. I'll be right back. And then he walks out.
Okay.
So then we'll get back to you three. So you wake up inside of a sack of soup cans.
Probably a little bruised.
And they all have
Well, yeah,
faces
make-
on them.
No, your roll.
Yeah, that's how badly you got bruised.
Okay, you got it.
Nails
So you're not really
bruised.
bruised. You but you
Little
are kind
sore.
of a little sore. You're in an uncomfortable situation.
I would say.
I mean, he slept long enough.
Maybe
Maybe it was like a coma, like a drug-induced coma.
that would make sense.
It would make sense, but I think I just slept a really long time. I'm just a deep sleeper. Why didn't you guys wake me up? What happened?
Jerks. We were sleeping ourselves.
Hey, guys, wake up. Let me out of this bag.
All right.
So that's
I mean,
Santa,
in my
everybody.
defense, I still don't believe he's like an actual person. I call him a green teddy bear. all
Which
the
is
time.
weird because you served in the Sons of Brenor, which had like humans, elves.
I'm crazy.
You are crazy. You got that right. Oh, this
I
is
clearly don't
this is
see
gonna be
things the way they should be.
You saw me sleeping and you put me in your bag.
I mean, I do have 50 other men in my bag, so it's not an unusual thing.
Yeah,
that's true. That's a good point. That's a good point.
I mean, maybe my guy probably thinks you're just one of the men. He's like, oh, can't leave you.
but this is an interesting point because you are not bound. You guys, on the other hand, you wake up. You're kind of inside of a truck with a side by side with a bunch of other people, and then on like in the front of the truck and in the back of the truck, there are 2 Inquisition guards or soldiers on either side.
Do we have any of our armor on?
You have your armor on, but you don't have any of your weapons. Or
Head coverings?
Huh?
Head coverings?
Head coverings. We'll say they left them on.
Yeah.
You have your armor, you just don't have your weapons.
But
or
since
any-
I was in the bag,
But you're good.
I have my stuff.
Yes.
You're good. So long as you stay in the bag
You're
for now.
stuffed in the bag. They look at it, it's just like, why does he have so many soup cans?
You're kind of like stashed with a bunch of other possessions. So you're not even with this guy. But you are, I guess we'll say, on the same truck.
Okay.
Where they loaded a bunch of you. They handcuffed a lot of you guys and also cuffed your feet as well, and kind of had you guys sit in this truck. There's at least 1 or 2 other trucks, and then on either side of the trucks in this caravan are some tanks.
So we're like moving it this time?
Yes.
Okay.
And along with that, there are also some soldiers on horseback. And there's this big caravan kind of moving. So you guys are relatively sitting across from each other, maybe not next to each other. And, yeah. What do you guys do?
I just kind of like raise my head slowly, and everyone in the truck that's looking at me screams.
Well, you have a bag over your head,
Because-
don't we? Or not?
Actually, I'd say that they're more like, what the heck happened to you?
I lie.
You
Say-
lie.
They did this to me. They did it.
Oh, you poor person. They did a lot of. They did a few things. They did a few things to me, and then one guy like raises his shirt, and you see like this big gash, like almost a stab wound. He's like, "That was during the war. I can't believe I'm getting sent back to an internment camp all over again."
Oh God, we're getting sent to an internment camp? What the hell is wrong with these people?
Well, they believe that magic is of the Lord of Darkness, and they want to find a way to stop it.
I'll show them the Lord of Darkness.
Yeah, they're not nice people, and I hate them.
I agree, buddy.
I've
are
dealt
you?
with the... Oh, hello, my name is Ulysses MacArthur. I'm a general.
How did they capture you? Where are your men?
They're trapped with the rest of us. I fear not with us right now. If I had all my men, this whole caravan would be on fire.
He's with his men.
And
And
then
Now, I've dealt
They
with
have
the
a
Inquisition before.
teddy bear with them.
All you gotta do is we gotta pretend to be insane. Then they'll underestimate you. I've been
He
doing it
doesn't
for
have to
years.
pretend. I've been doing it for years.
Can I peek out of the bag?
Make a stealth roll.
He's tiny. Does he get bonuses to that?
I mean, he's just got the small hindrance because all goblins have the small hindrance. He doesn't have like small and then small on top of that.
I like to believe he
Teeny,
does.
teeny.
I'll give it to you. Yeah, you poke your head out of the bag.
Wait, is he close to us or no?
He's in the same truck as you guys. You notice the situation. You know that you're inside.
Wait, would
a
I
truck.
see him?
Yeah, but do I see?
Make a
like,
notice roll. What was your stealth roll?
It was
What is
11
that?
plus 2.
What is
So 13.
What's notice governed by?
Smarts.
Do you not have notice?
Yeah, you don't have notice.
And your wild die.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot more difficult for
What is
you.
it?
D4 minus 2.
Oh, okay.
If you don't have the skill. Oh well, you have a chance.
There's a 4.
There's another 4.
Ah!
Another 4.
Ah!
Nope, not enough.
1.
Wow.
You got 13 minus 2.
13 minus 2. Oh, gosh. Yeah, you don't really notice.
And then another 4.
Come 2. Yeah.
So are there like
Last
people
week.
guarding them?
Yep, there are at least 4 soldiers in there.
Okay. I think I'm gonna try to sneak out behind one of them. Can I?
Yes. Make another stealth roll, and I need to make some notice rolls.
Sneaky goblin is
Do it like Grinch style.
Sneaky goblin is sneaky.
5.
7.
Sneaky goblin
Yeah,
is not
so
You
sneaky.
get plus 2 to those rolls.
I don't know. I might want to Benny that.
You know, I feel like this should be a common theme.
Well, we're gonna have
Trying
to-
put people
He's
in
got plus
bags.
2 to his rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got plus 2. Yeah. So far you're good, actually.
Really, he's not a general. He's just some psycho kidnapping.
Yeah, you
everybody.
essentially beat him by 2. So you're able to move next to one of them.
Cool. I'm going to.
Stand
I'm
behind
gonna
his head and go.
stab him in the back.
No remorse.
All right, make your fighting roll. You got the
He has
drop
the
on this
drop.
guy.
So you get plus 4 to attack and damage. That's a 9.
It's a 9. That is not quite a raise, surprisingly, but it is a hit. No, wait. Yes.
So whatever your dice is, and then add 4 to it.
Yeah. What are you attacking with?
My rapier.
Your rapier. So that is a
Yeah.
strength plus D4 plus 6 because you have the assassin edge.
Oh,
So it's like you got an extra die.
Yeah.
you're a very fifi assassin.
Oh, 2d6.
I feel kind of bad for just this.
Yeah.
random
You
dude.
need a D6 and D4.
I don't. He's Inquisition. He's a bastard.
What if he joined up because
Oh,
he was just
strength plus
afraid of them?
d4. Yeah, that's what I was
No
figuring.
remorse.
No.
We give
Oh,
no
Alright, you
quarter.
rolled at 4, so 6 so far on the dice. 8 on the dice, plus 6, 14.
14. You stab him with your rapier.
Mhm.
You don't manage to get it into a vital spot, but you do a good amount of damage, and he just kind of goes, "Ow! What the ah!" Ooh! He's kind of slumped. He's slumped over in pain. I'm gonna need another stealth roll from you.
It'd be amazing if he could stealth this out.
May actually be going against my rules for stealth here. Let me just double check.
Wait, do I see him get hit? I'll convince him he has something wrong with his kidney, and that was it.
You got kidney
Trust me.
stones, man! They hurt, I know!
He only got a 6. Kidney stones that violently explode into blood.
Annoying if a character.
Oh man, you need to see a doctor right now. I probably should have tried to free you guys first.
Oh, yeah. No, they know you're there. Regardless, because you made a melee attack. So yeah, now we've got 3 guards over here. Or yeah, you've got one dude who is shaken. I'll just kind of use this die to represent that. One guy who's shaken. We have 3 more guys who are up. And I'm going to roll a timer. So 2 turns for that timer. So here it is. It's you and me.
Now, can I use magic?
Yeah, well, they're distracted. Can we do some shenanigans? Or attempt to?
You are bound and
I like
gagged.
shenanigans.
Are you gagged?
Not gagged.
But you're bound
Down.
Just bound.
with no weapons.
I'm gonna say you guys can do something, but I'll give you guys like maybe some minus rolls or something.
I can't do anything. I'm miles from here.
Yeah, you're not even there yet. So they get a queen.
Both 3s.
I mean, they're not attacking us.
Right.
They already did that. That's
Yeah.
why I haven't-
We already lost.
Okay, so I've got quite a few of them.
How are they bound? Like their hands?
Hands
their
and feet.
Hands and feet.
Hands and feet.
Is
Yep.
it rope?
No.
No.
They're
It's like
using
iron manacles.
yeah they're using handcuffs.
Yeah, we. I mean,
Are hands bound in
me-
front or back?
Front.
I mean, that's probably.
So he makes
preferable.
his spirit roll,
Just
and
smash them.
he
What?
he looks at you and he says, "Why, you little!" And he'll try and counterattack you. Does a no actually. You duck out of the way of him trying to use his gun as a melee weapon, and there are at least 3 more guards. They have their guns trained on you. They're going to try and shoot you. I'm going to say that you have some kind of cover
Okay.
because you're next to one, and you kind of have like,
I can use him as cover.
and you do kind of have the benches that everybody's sitting on. You can kind of duck behind. So I'll say you have they have like a -2 to hit you. 1 is gonna hit, 1 is gonna miss, and 2 are gonna hit.
Uh-oh.
So they are going to attack you with rifles.
It's a 2d8 with AP2.
Yeah. So 8 AP2 for the first attack.
So what's your toughness?
So it's gonna be
My toughness is 5
What's your armor value?
+1, but I think that's with.
yeah.
Oh,
So it's actually a 4 because they have armor piercing too. So
Oh,
it goes through that. So you take 1 wound so far. And 7, which since the first attack gave you a wound and a shaken status, this next attack will also give you a wound.
Oh.
so you're at 2 wounds.
So
unless you
I'm
wanna-
screwed.
Well, you could Benny.
You could Benny.
You could
Yes.
Benny the first one, and then the second one would only shake you. So you have to make a vigor roll to try and soak it.
I am shocked.
He makes the vigor roll.
He makes the vigor roll, so you're only shaken at this point.
Yep.
Woo!
Yeah. So he's done, or they're done. You can do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to make a spirit roll. MacArthur gives you a rousing speech of yes, one of my green teddy bears.
One of them? You have more in there?
You got 10
You got
Christ.
10 for what?
spirit.
Oh yeah,
I feel
you're
like
fine.
that's got to be kind of racist.
How
You
does
think?
the taunt work?
bit.
How does taunt work?
I mean,
my
You-
guy's like that oblivious kind of racist.
So how taunt works?
What? They don't like that?
It's a test of
sexist.
will.
Yeah.
How I usually do it is you can use taunt to force an opponent to attack you, but you can also do something which is called a test of will, which is you roll your taunt against their smarts, and if you win, they get a shaken status. It's not the kind of shaken status where if they get another, it'll cause a wound, but it's still there, and it can
Keep
Screw-
them from acting, yeah.
yeah, it can potentially keep them from acting.
That's what saved us in that orc.
I can
Second
allow
round
you
orcs.
to make that test of will as a free action if you want.
Oh yeah.
Or you should let them strike you down, because then you'll grow more powerful than they can ever.
What doesn't kill me makes me stronger.
He'll come back as another goblin without the drug hindrance.
11. All right, so here's 2 of them. They're gonna fail.
You should try it.
Okay, they're all gonna fail. So right now, all of them have a test of wills shaken status.
I'm going to attack the guy with the wound.
Okay. Okay. You no longer have the drop, so you don't have +4 to this roll.
Ew. Can I Benny that?
Yes, you can. Four. Yeah, that is still not going to do anything to him.
Whoa! He's going all in already.
Like a gambling man at a casino. There you go. Roll that 6.
No.
Oh, nice. Raise. That's a raise. So you are going to get D4 plus a D6 plus another D6.
8 damage.
8 points of damage. Your rapier bounces off of his combat armor.
Bing. Oh yeah, I have combat armor. We're
I have a combat helmet.
Yeah, what's
combat
their
armor is
helmet situation?
They're wearing helmets.
Damn.
Yep. So they're practically covered in head to toe in armor. From head to toe.
Should not have done.
You did this.
You were
took this back.
1 point away from killing one of them.
Oh.
You could just.
We're gonna
leap
blame
off
it
the
on
truck. It's not my fault. I'm sitting over here, Donald.
Well,
I
you
get
do have
squished by a
like
tank.
you do have like trucks and tanks behind you. So
Rock and roll.
yeah. So Jane, you're up.
Well, the head covering kind of negated my plan, but I guess I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand up and like loop my arms around one of their heads and pull them backwards into the wall of the truck.
Okay. So you're going to pull him into the back of the truck.
No, like the wall of the truck, like bash his head against the wall.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Are you manacled to the wall or
No, we're just.
just
Just
together?
handcuffed.
Yeah, together.
How do I want to do this?
Is there a grapple in a Savage Worlds?
There is. There is, but I don't know if I just want it to
I
be
am a
like
martial artist.
I don't know if I want it to be just a straight up fighting roll or if I want it to be like a grapple and then a fighting roll. We'll just make it a fighting roll.
Okay.
Like the entire maneuver is implied in the fighting roll, I'll say.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. That's a good
13.
start. 13. That is a raise.
Woohoo. Alright, so
So because you're a martial artist, it's going to be strength plus a D4 for your damage.
Extra from the raise.
Extra from the raise. So 2d6 and a d4. Kind of what he had.
10.
10. No dice. No pun
Alright.
intended either.
Okay.
Alright. MacArthur, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna relax.
You're
gonna relax.
You're
Just
going
chilling.
to relax. Alright.
I don't know what these
You know-
idiots are doing.
You know, guys, we're not gonna win this one, and I suspect we're going to a prison. And prison's not that bad. I was there for a few years.
That's true. Well, they get a 9, and you actually go before them. Interesting. And
You cannot get above a 5.
I never do. It's ridiculous. I get the.
Can I
I get
try
all the
to push
2s and all the 3s.
one of them out of the truck?
yes.
And then
Which one do you want to push out of the truck?
The one with that's in, or the one I'm closest to.
The one you're closest to. Give me a strength roll.
your friend? Are you sure you want to do that, buddy?
Keep your friends close.
Wow.
Your enemies closer.
I'll Benny that. Because I want to use up some of my bennies. And he gets a 2 again. Okay. Yeah, sure. Through a bit of green rage there, you just shove him, and he just kind of
I knock him his balance off.
yeah, you knock his balance off. Like the
the
truck
truck
goes over a rock,
Yeah.
and he just kind of goes whoa, right out of the back of the truck. So we got one out.
If they didn't know something was going on, they do now.
All right.
So
So
like, this is like. I guess I'm trying to vision this truck. Are there like? So are we in like some sort of like little area where we're on seats, and are they above us or something? Or
you know, like one of those army trucks.
Like the World War II era troop transport trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, is
It's
there
kinda
like
like
a
that.
roof?
It's like a canopy. sort
Yeah,
of
there's like
thing.
a canopy.
All right.
Yeah. So it's their turn now.
Can't believe you managed to do that. And you got a penny out of it.
How many are there of them?
4.
3 left.
Yeah, there are 3 left.
Yeah.
And one of them is going to hit you. And the other 2 are going to miss.
2.
Yeah, there's 3 left.
Yeah, there's 3 left.
Oh, okay.
I made 3 rolls.
Okay.
God, pay attention.
So, oh
I'm
wow.
trying, okay.
11, 19.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my.
27.
27. 29 points of damage.
And your toughness is a 4 against that.
It
So it's
begins
like-
again!
So it's 25 after toughness.
So, in order to not be down and dying, you need to get a vigor roll of 12.
Nope. Nope.
So, he manages to negate 1 of the 6 wounds.
I think I'm dead.
Make a vigor roll.
You're currently incapped. We're going to see what happens to you. 5.
5. All right.
And so it begins.
I mean,
One shot right
I haven't
in the
done
back of the
anything
head.
to make them attack me yet.
Yeah, you helped me, the magic user.
So
Yeah, because
you
they
got
were
die
taking you
power.
away. Now I'm just sitting here like,
you got a 5 on
Not
the
a
care
die,
in the
but you
world.
also have 3 wounds, so that's going to be a -3 to that. Okay, good. That wasn't a. It's not a 1 or less. Otherwise, you would have actually died.
Straight up dead.
I'll roll 2d6.
9 wounds.
No. You have an injury to your guts,
Uh-oh.
Ooh, shot in the gut.
and you're to blame. They're battered.
His guts
Is
are
this like a
battered.
permanent injury?
That's
Yes,
what he's
it's a
going.
permanent injury.
You're just like Ragnar. You keep going, but you just stop to vomit blood every once in a while. No big deal.
Hmm.
No biggie.
Yeah, it says your.
Permanent injury to his guts.
Mhm. It says
Guys, I
your
feel a
hero
little
catches one
queasy.
somewhere between the crotch and the chin. Your vigor, since your guts are battered, your vigor type is reduced by a die type.
And they taste delicious.
Wait, but isn't your vigor a D4?
It
No,
can-
it was a D6.
Yeah. So that means
that's been
It's a
fun.
D4 now.
it's a D4 now
where does
permanently.
it go to when it's not a D4, a coin?
Yeah, right.
Goes to a D4 minus 2.
Although I will say, if somebody were to use what was it? Greater healing? Yeah, the greater healing spell. then they would be able to heal that up. But I think that's within the golden hour of you having these wounds.
Nobody has greater healing.
No.
There's one in your sack.
Yeah, there was a guy that I knew in my army that could do that, but alas,
Jefferson?
I was just going to say, poor Jefferson.
he died.
He passed.
Poor Jefferson. All right, so yeah, that's their turn. Sadly enough. Jane.
Turn.
So I have 3 wounds.
You are
You-
inkept and down
you are-
right now.
Yeah, you're incapacitated right now.
So if I kind of extricated my arms from this dude's face.
I'm sorry, run that by me again.
Have
The zoom
I,
tight?
have I,
She wrapped her
like
arms
I
around
wrap my
his
arms around him and
cellars,
hold him back, like have I disentangled myself?
or her arm's still around his neck.
Well, your arms were never really
So then we
around his
return to
neck.
seduction.
Yeah.
Didn't she just kind of go like this?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
reached out and you
You
missed.
tried this. Yeah, you tried going like this, and he was just like, "Oh,
Right.
boom!"
Wait, foul temptress.
You-
Okay.
You cranked his helmet.
So, can I, like, from where I'm sitting on the bench now, can I kind of, like, slouch down in my seat and take my feet and just, like, donkey kick at one of them?
You're trying to kick him out.
There's not much I can do.
Make a fighting roll.
Yeah.
Ooh.
8. All right. Make a strength check. And you gotta beat a 3 because I keep rolling poorly on this. You might have to Benny that.
You
I mean, how
got
can
it.
you hit 2 once?
Shut up!
You can't
Not
have to get
again!
once again.
Not again! Shut the hell up! 3.
Well, that's a tie.
Well, that's a
You
tie.
roll
We'll have
off.
to roll off from that.
5.
Oh wow, yeah, you're able to do it.
Woo!
You use your martial arts ability to just like, and just taekwondo his ass out.
Can I do a ninja yell too?
An injury roll?
Ninja yell.
Oh, a ninja yell. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Just like scream as I kick him out.
And we here at SonovaCrit would like to apologize for anybody who broke their eardrums while watching these videos. Please write all your hate mail and all your comments to 123 Rachel is a jerk. No, kidding. All right, so
What a coincidence. That really is her real email.
all right. So we have 2 of them who are dead. MacArthur, what are you doing?
So is there like there's like a way to get into where they're driving, right? There's like a door or something, or like a
Yes, as a matter of fact, that was why the whole that was why the first guy was able to just like be pushed so easily out of the car because he just noticed that there was like something going on and he's just like, well, I'm just gonna swerve a bit and cause some of them to fall out.
Willis!
And then his incompetence just like, caused one of his own men to be shoved out.
Oh, driver. I should have gone up there.
I'm gonna hop over to the window. I'm gonna knock on it. And the guy that's driving, I'm gonna say, I don't know if you know this, but it appears as though this vehicle has been taken over. It's in your best interest to get the out.
He says, I already know that. I'm working on it. Just get back to your seat and everything will be fine.
I don't know that. I don't want to fight these guys. I feel like I don't have any good actual fighting ability right now. I can shoot at people. But
All right. Well, anyways, I guess that'll end.
Some ogre spade.
Yeah. I guess that'll end the round. How do I want to play this?
Let him go.
So about
Nice.
It's not me this time.
at least I've got a bunch of these. All right. At least 2 of the tanks and 1 of the... Actually, no. 3 of the tanks have been taken out by energy cannons. And the entire caravan just, like, stops. all of a sudden, just a bunch of random dudes on horseback come out and they start fighting the other Inquisition on horseback. Some of the soldiers that are inside of the trucks don't really jump out, but they kind of just like peer out and try shooting from out of the trucks. And there's still at least one tank left that is trying to fend for itself. So let's start another round of combat just for kicks and giggles. Oh yeah, you're still dealt in.
So, Odium, what are you
Highest
doing for your
number.
turn?
Look at the camera. A 5.
It's a 5.
Yeah, we like to play with 5s wild instead of aces wild. No. But the Inquisition gets like a 4, so
Nice.
there's that.
Go before them.
I'm gonna deal in these new guys. They got an ace, so they actually get to go first, which is appropriate. How do I want to play this? I'll give them a D8 on this one. I'm losing dice all over the place.
Nice.
Alright, that is a 6 on that roll. And a 3 on that roll. So, in this entire round, about 5 Inquisition troopers are killed by these other dudes. And that'll be their turn. Let's see, how many are on each side?
Wait, do I recognize any of them? Do I recognize anything on them?
All you can do is hear gunshots.
You're kind of at the window of the.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
really peer out right now.
You know that a battle is happening, but you don't know
Wait,
if
so
the
did these guys break abruptly?
break up. They kind of just showed up and just.
I mean, like, I'm standing up, and if the vehicle breaks, I'm going.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Face against the windshield.
I mean, you can see from like through the sort of driver's area of this truck, you see like 2 of the tanks in front just burst into flames from like flashes of, pinkish violet light. Some Tearsnium lasers, some really focused ones.
We're saved, or it's about to get much worse. Either way, it's a change! And I'm optimistic.
Sure. All right. So that was their turn. I
Watch
believe
yourself,
you're
bandits.
next. So I need you to make me a vigor roll, and it is going to be at -3, unfortunately.
Oh wait, my vigor's lower now.
No, you're screwed.
Oh, yikes! We might actually have our first character death.
Just a 1.
All right. So you have 1
It's a,
point.
oh, it's a -3?
Yeah.
Jeez.
You have
So
one
he's got
point
3
towards
wounds
death.
and then
Okay.
you're impact.
So how we're doing this is if you get 3 failures, then you're dead, and if you get 3 successes, then you're
Wait,
alive.
what's a success for him?
he's like a 7.
Yeah, it's going to be a 7 or higher.
I mean, what are the odds?
No talking.
Pretty good that
They
you're
are.
gonna die.
The odds are pretty good.
The
Yeah.
odds are not in your favor.
Unless if somebody were to stabilize him.
Someone with healing magic.
I could do that.
Can you though?
Yeah, can I actually?
I could set a soup can next to him and pretend like it's healing him.
We'll save all your PowerPoints back at the start of the session.
Okay.
That you got like a good amount of sleep and you
Right.
Good sleep?
Right.
Well,
I
time
got
I do have
Maybe
terrifying
so.
nightmares, so
Yeah.
you're probably gonna sleep that while I scream a lot.
So it is your turn.
Okay, so I will heal him.
All right, make your
Zero,
spellcasting roll -3,
Oh God.
Because he's horribly incapped.
-5.
Oh yeah, because you have
She's-
-2 as well.
Yeah.
So 3.
3.
No dice.
You could Benny it. To go again.
I feel like this is what got us into the situation.
Right.
See these over here?
I doubt I'm gonna
Okay.
get it.
You
I'm
need
sorry.
a 9.
Sorry.
Okay.
There's a
tried.
good chance you're gonna die.
Otherwise, the healing skill can do it as well. And I think it's the same principle. It's just you're not using PowerPoints for it as well.
Yeah, but it's still the same roll, so
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you would be at a
yeah,
another
right.
for multi-action.
Okay, so MacArthur, are you doing anything now?
If you have a miracle elixir,
What was their card? I
make him
forgot.
choke that.
They have a 4. So yeah, you're definitely going before the rest.
Wait,
of the
are the two other guys still on the?
Yes.
Are they? What are they doing? Are they alarmed to the?
One of them seems to be distracted by the battle that's going on. The other one is kind of like, "Hey, you just kicked my friend out of this moving truck."
She did it.
Well, yeah, I know that, but you know, the other one is kind of focused on her, on Jane.
Wait, do they have keys to let us out?
They should, because
I
I
want to
have
try
lock
to.
picks on my person, but
What's wrong with the skills?
yeah.
I want to try to persuade them to let me out. I'm gonna say something like, "All right, all your men are dying. You can either leave me here chained up, or you can unlock me, and I can help you defend this stupid truck. Because I want to live as much as you do. And I'm not a magic user. She was.
all right, roll your persuasion.
I
Watch her try and use magic.
hate you! Did I actually expend any power points?
Yes.
For healing him, yes.
That's a 6.
You spend them even if you don't succeed.
I want to use a Benny, but I feel like Benny's
6
got us
is
into
decent.
this situation.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll use a stick. I'll stay with a 6.
I got greedy.
Damn it!
Ooh.
Yeah, they ignore you relatively.
They are the most. They're just bastards, is what they are.
Yeah,
You
they've got more things to think about right now. They've got bigger fish to fry
All right,
relatively.
and I'm hopping towards the back. Making my way out the gate right now.
You're just gonna jump out the back.
Yep. I mean, we're not moving right now, right?
right.
Oh yeah, there's blown up trucks in front, or tanks in front. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I'll do this.
I don't mind it blowing up.
So about 4 of the other guys get shot.
Pew pew pew.
The Inquisition or the unknown people?
That's a good question.
The unknown people.
Okay.
The bandits.
Comrades.
I'll do that to keep track. And then these other 2 guys.
Other guys are communists.
One of them is kind of distracted. The other guy is going to try and hit you.
Hey, you cannot hit a woman, sir.
Oh, it doesn't count.
Oh, he's hitting you hard.
Oh yeah, does a
Backhanded skeleton slap.
14? Does a 14 hit you?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
That's a
gonna
raise,
raise.
too, isn't it? Yeah.
It's gonna raise.
Yes.
Now
watch, I die from this. Thanks.
Well, you have one, Benny.
Is Benedict DM? Write in the comments.
No, but his dice are.
Yeah. Wow.
Actually,
7 points of damage.
Ha ha!
surprisingly low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah.
He did so much hit you as he just slapped you.
Yeah. He tried to hit you over the head with the butt of his rifle.
Lightly
and-
tapped me.
Yeah, I guess your comment. No, it wasn't even your comment so much as your face. And he's just like, "What the hell is that?"
What is wrong with your face?
All right.
Oh my god, it's hideous.
This is what happens when you use magic!
It is evil.
My second highest.
All right. I'm just gonna resolve both sides on the same card. So who is you're first, actually.
Can I turn around and like try and smack that guy out of the truck, the one that tried to hit me?
The truck
We're
stopped
not
there.
Oh, yeah.
He's just,
Well-
he's just gonna fall onto the
Yeah.
ground.
Well, yeah.
He'll still be like, oh.
Yeah, you-
Push
like,
him
you
to the
could-
ground
you
and
could come
like
back.
kick him in the face.
If you come back into the truck.
Woody?
Yes.
What
Yeah,
are
he
the
might.
rest of the prisoners doing? Like,
Wait,
Oh,
are
yeah,
there more
there-
prisoners?
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, there are more prisoners.
Time to rally the troops! None! Take your freedom!
I should have been letting people free then.
They may take your lives, said Odium, but they will never.
Take your freedom. Add your drugs.
But they will take my guts.
Yes.
Yes, your guts have been thoroughly taken.
My character now has chronic diarrhea.
Ooh.
Ah.
Diarrhea. You are not sleeping in my sack anymore.
Okay. So for what you want to do, what I can do is both of these are going to be an action.
Okay.
Attacking him is going to be an action, and trying to bring him down to the ground is going to be an action. But if you do that, he's going to get a -2 to his parry.
Okay.
After you try to attack him. So
So the
I'm gonna
first
do it.
action is going to be at a -4, and the second one's going to be at a -2 if she succeeds on the first
Are
one.
these guys still shaking?
Yeah, are they?
no.
Oh.
No, these guys aren't.
So I roll my what? Fighting
Wait a minute.
or not?
Let me think. Oh,
Do
yeah.
we have a result that's shaking?
I forgot about that. Well, 2 of them are dead anyway,
Yeah.
so oh my gosh. I am sorry about that. Yeah, they're both good.
So my fighting
Would that have affected my hit on the
Agility,
one?
actually.
agility.
No, because you are shaken from being damaged.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
a mental shaken status.
Yeah, what he said.
Uh oh.
10.
Uh
You'll have to beat a 10.
And you have your -2 for being wounded, and another -2 from wanting to do 2 things.
For
in a row.
multi-action
Yeah.
penalty.
I'm not gonna.
You should have tried to heal me.
Sorry.
Yeah, so that's not going to work out.
Hopefully you get a success this time. That'll extend your life that much longer.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
going to need a vigor roll from you.
You need a 7. That's not a 7.
That's not a 7. And normally that would kill you, but I'm going to be nice and just say that that's another point towards death.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
This game can be brutal at times.
So I
Um,
savage rolls.
Exactly. All right. So I'm gonna make some rolls here.
Mhm.
Interesting. Roll for the other side. So the battle continues, and I'll roll this because of. Oh wow. Yeah, and these guys are able to just wipe out a grand majority of the rest of these troops. And as a matter of fact, the other guy who is in this truck with you guys, he kind of peers out to try and take a shot, and then all of a sudden he gets shot in the head and just falls out of the truck.
Serves him right.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and some of these dudes on horseback are going around some more. There are at least 3 more, or at least 3 of them, trying to cast numerous spells on this tank. And as they cast these spells on this tank, you see the sort of sheen that this tank has kind of dull a bit until it almost looks like a little bit of a sort of. It almost looks doughy to a certain degree, or melted, I guess you could say. It's a specific spell that is meant to reduce armor. So that was their turn, and this other Inquisition guy, this last guy within the truck, he's going to try and attack you again. Oh my, that's an 8. That's an ace. 12, I believe, is going to raise against you. So, yikes.
One of the prisoners might have the healing spell.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, they have to be magic users if they're. I mean, they don't
So,
have
yeah,
to be,
there
but they're
are-
likely to be.
6 points of damage coming at you,
You're fine.
and I think you're fine.
Good.
Actually, what is your armor?
That felt like a kitten.
What is your armor, by the way?
Armor is +1 parry. +3.
+3 to your head, but
Plus
he's not
3 to
going
my
for
head,
your
+1 to my armor.
because you're wearing leather, right?
Yes.
So that is actually going to shake you.
Damn.
Yep. All right. So that's the end of their turn, and I believe MacArthur is still up. You said you wanted to rally the troops?
Yeah! I say, magic users!
Unite!
Let's fight back. They're almost dead anyway. Also, does anybody know how to heal?
Yeah, I like how you tag it on, Peter.
Interesting. Yeah. There is a there's a human. There is a human female who kind of chimes in and says, "Yeah, I know how to heal. I know a few healing spells."
Well, I got a green teddy bear that is almost dead, and you are just the person I need.
Also, make me a persuasion roll.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty good.
And 11.
An 11. At least 2 guys jump up. One of them is an elf. The other guy is a human. And they say, "Well, we're with you." And they kind of stride over to some of the dead Inquisition. Actually,
Does one of them have a key on him, or didn't we outright kill one?
Yeah. One of them is dead.
No,
You
we
guys
killed
didn't-
2.
But there's also one guy left.
Oh.
I'm gonna say that they just dash for them.
He needs to be intimidated or is brought down.
So
They're good dogpiling.
Yeah, just
I'm gonna say that they have the drop on this guy because they just dash forward. What am I looking for here? I'll say that they have D6s in fighting. They're gonna miss that. And
even the 2 with the +4?
oh no, one of them actually is able to do it. And let's see. Since it's going to be unarmed, it's just going to be strength. 8. He just, rushes at him, kind of like elbows him, and the guy he just turns around and is like, what the heck? And kind of shuffles out of the way of the other guy who just runs past him.
Loops out the truck and just like, freedom!
Yeah.
he gets shot in the face. His head just blows up. And I'm like, well,
Oh, that's
going
good.
out that way.
Joker.
Oh,
Is this my heist?
And I'll give other guys. Yeah.
He goes, okay, what are you doing this on purpose?
Well, if you want to
Am I a dick DM?
if you want to heal him, you're at a.
Is this a dick
on
deck?
screen now.
Please leave all of your angry comments at the Tops Company, or I don't know who makes. Well, what even is the
What even
Maverick?
are cards?
Send it to, don't actually send it to Maverick. That's just mean. That's so
Not
complain about
sponsored.
Maverick in the comments.
Bring it to mathematics, laws of probability.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all probability's fault. I hated that class. Anyways, that's enough of that. You can choose to go first if you want.
Oh, I'm going before someone, but it's the someone that can't do anything.
He's currently 1 step from death.
Yeah. I'll
2 steps from
I
death.
guess
You should try to heal.
try and.
You only had a
heal
-3
him,
right
I
now.
guess. I don't. Well, like I have a D6 in healing and spellcasting,
Heal him.
Yeah, you get -3 because he's so badly wounded.
and I get
-2.
-2.
You
Yeah.
got it. We might
But you
strike
get
lightning
+2
and get
from
him
Shut
dead.
Joker.
the hell up. No.
Yeah, but he's
No.
almost dead.
it's still a shot.
Yeah, so
It's like-
you need a 7 in order to heal him right now because he got the Joker.
Okay. I'll do it.
I believe in
Are you gonna do it with a healing
miracles.
skill or are you gonna magically heal him?
I'm gonna use a healing skill.
Do you believe in miracles? You've been given
3.
use of the
No.
shenanigans.
1. No. 0.
No,
Actually.
you got +2.
No, you got
from the
+2
bad-
from the Joker.
Oh,
from the
yeah,
Joker,
yeah.
so
So.
it's only -3 right now.
Yeah.
So I mean,
So 2.
you could Benny it. I mean,
You could Benny it.
if you
Shenanigans.
get a 6 on one of the dice, he's alive.
Fine.
Look at all these bennies I've got.
Nope.
Nope.
I knew it! You're welcome.
I mean, but what are the odds?
No more speaking of odds.
5 and 6.
Never tell me the odds.
Never tell me the odds. Shut up, Hanzo!
So this, you know what? We'll say that she has D8 because I'm feeling nice today. So this this human female, she goes over to this green teddy bear.
Oh my god.
Oh, there we go.
Just to do it.
8, 10. So she manages to stabilize you.
And I just glare at her from across the truck. Just mean
The jealousy
her.
is weird. Is real.
Does that heal any wounds, or am I just stabilized?
You're
now?
just stabilized right
You're just
now.
not dying.
Yeah, you're going to. If I can just.
How long is he out?
You should be just incapacitated at this point. For a certain amount of hours, I think.
You can carry me around in your bag.
Will do.
Hey, that green teddy bear moved.
Okay.
Oh, it's not moving anymore.
I think you just come to after the fight, and that's how it works.
Okay. Well, as long as he doesn't get kicked or stepped on
Yeah.
in the guts.
Yeah. So you're still out of this
In the
fight.
guts.
You're just and these other dudes. One of them is actually going to pick up a random weapon from the sack. And I'm going to...
Sack of soup cans.
No. There's just like a sack of different effects that they pillaged. Or maybe like
okay.
a crate or something. But they've got all that in the truck.
Okay.
Alright, let's
This
roll
seems
the
very smart carrying that.
D percentage. He is going to pick up a sword. And so both of them are going to attack this one dude. Interesting. So one of them actually hits him. The other one crit fails. And this trooper, I'm going to give him an attack of opportunity. Because I'm just that nice today.
He's nice to everyone equally.
And he's going to hit him. And we are looking at a D6 and a D4. Yeah. 4, 5. And he shakes him. He shakes the guy who just picked up the sword. The guy who managed to actually get a hit on him just deals 2 points of damage. And that's the end of their round, or their turn. They're pretty much just distracting this guy at this point. That leaves the big battle happening outside. So that is 8, 13. So the guys in the tank are holding their own. They actually managed to shoot the 3 spellcasters that were trying to attack them. And they managed to shoot another guy.
Not the other guy. Who's my best friend?
Or another guy. And other guy. So these guys in the tank, they're putting up quite a bit of a fight. It may be because there's a commander inside. And also just randomly the driver of this truck just gets shot. Like a stray Tiersnium bolt just like whizzes through the window and hits him.
Whizzes
Blood
through his
splatter
head.
on the window.
I told him to get out.
Should have listened.
I don't mean to be this guy, but I told you so. As I'm looking at his dead body.
Speaking of which, MacArthur, it is your turn.
Oh, nice. What can I do now? What can I do now? Wait, are one of the guys that were in here, like, is their body still on the truck? Is there...
Yes.
I'm gonna go be searching that body for some keys.
Okay, make me an agility check.
Oh,
Because there is a bit of a melee going on, and it is rather close quarters.
I don't care about that. Oh, wait.
Can we have a gives no fucks roll?
A 4.
A 4. Okay, you got it. You go over to the guard. What are you doing?
I'm just searching for the keys, seeing if there's keys anywhere.
Okay. He does not have a key on him. Yeah, so that is the end of your turn. You're stabilized, so you don't even need that.
Aw.
Alright, and what
I
is
roll a... No, I'm just...
You're just not dead.
so this could possibly be the last round.
Ooh.
Jane gets an ace.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god! Something above a 5!
You need to keep that and frame it, man.
But we need it in case. I mean, don't you want to actually draw it again at some point?
No, once is enough for me.
It's too
I've
special.
tasted the sweet the king.
Well, anyways, Jane gets to go first.
Okay, so I'm can I hop out of the truck and kind of run towards the tank? Well,
You-
hobble towards the tank.
You're a mad woman.
You can make me an agility roll.
I'm not there, so I'm just.
6.
Okay, yeah, you manage to hobble out of the truck. You can't really run. You're not in a position to.
Mhm.
But you do manage to, kind of dodge past all the fighting
Shimmy my way to the tank.
and jump out of the tank without falling on your face.
Yay!
Truck.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like moving like a veggie tail over to this tank.
I just like fall down and just do the worm over there.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so these other bumbling
You have
buffoons
impressed
who
them
are...
with your dancing.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, I rolled another one!
If you crit
What
fail,
are
then-
the odds?
1 in 6, actually.
Alright, let's roll this d8. Wow, okay. Okay.
Who's gonna die?
That's a 9. Yeah, it's a possibility. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting he's trying to use an improvised weapon, so I do get to roll a d4. So 6 points of damage, which is barely enough to knock him out. He's not dead, but he knocked the guy out non-lethally. The other guy actually missed on his attack. So that is the end of their turn. And I guess play passes to... Oh yeah, I forgot about MacArthur. I actually went before him. So before this happens. Wait. Reverse it. Play. Okay. So MacArthur, what are you doing before this elf gets knocked out?
Wait, is this the elf on my side right now?
On your side, yeah.
That's
Knock
no
him out
fun.
myself.
Trip him. So there's only one guy left, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to persuade him to put down his weapons. I'll tell him, you're outnumbered and there's people killing all your guys. Just put down your weapons and we promise not to fight anymore.
Roll persuasion.
Otherwise I could attack him with some soup cans. I need to get over there, though. A 7.
Ooh.
Oh, you tied.
Yeah, we tied. Let's roll again.
You rolled a 5 this time.
Stop it.
Oh,
I'm gonna
oh,
bet you- I
he's
want to
betting
persuade
it.
someone.
Release the weapon!
You tied.
5.
Oh boy. Epic persuasion action.
Oh, no. He got a 9.
No, I'm not going to Benny. It's a 5.
Okay. That's good because I was going to start Bennying.
Saving these for when I die.
So yeah, he basically just responds, I'm going to go down fighting
Oh,
for Brenori.
he's a crazy son of a bitch.
Wow.
All right, well then, I'm
Oh,
gonna.
Brenori. Isn't everyone here a Brenori?
Right.
Well, they
They think they are.
I mean, in the apocalypse, they think they're going to try and restore order to Brenori.
I'll,
Best of luck, boys.
so that's my action. I can still move, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move over to. I don't know. I'll just sit there.
Okay.
I'm not moving.
Okay.
You crazy jumping out of this car.
Meanwhile, back on the action outside.
That's my action.
little blood spurts out the mouth.
How's
Yeah.
my stomach?
Slight cough.
So these Inquisition troopers inside of this tank are really putting up a fight.
Those bastards. What if they win?
They kill another 2 guys.
Damn.
It's just the tank
I
left.
really
too.
screwed up.
Yeah.
The one guy in the truck.
The
Guys, I really
trooper.
gotta take a shit.
Okay, so the trooper knocked out one guy. He's going to attempt to knock out the other guy. He's going to crit fail.
Knocks himself out.
The other guy is going to attack him. Ooh, 6, 9. That's going to hit for 5 points of damage. It does nothing. So they're still kind of just beating the crap out of each other, and somehow this human is holding his own, but, you know, not doing enough. And I believe that's the end of the round. To be honest, I thought it was going to end right away, but whatever. I'll give them their card.
You got the queen.
I couldn't.
The thing!
You got the king, and now you got the queen.
You got the Quentin.
What if he gets the jack next round?
That would be fun.
You got the Jaquin.
The queen.
The Jacqueline.
All right, what are you gonna do, MacArthur?
Is there is there anything that I could grab to use as a weapon anywhere?
Well, there is the guard that you were.
Oh, yeah, he's probably got to have something on him, right?
Yeah.
Does he have some sort of bludgeoning weapon or something I can use to?
Well,
Pick up his rifle and use it as a baseball bat.
yeah, he's got a rifle. He's got a combat knife. He's got 2 grenades. He's got a pistol.
Grenade,
The rifle has a bayonet on it, by the way.
Oh, you just pick it up and just stab.
Stabby!
The rifle, is it loaded? Like,
Yeah.
presumably?
Yeah,
how
how are
could
you going
I-
to fire it? Your
Oh,
hands
yeah.
are like this.
They are.
You can't really hold a rifle properly to shoot it.
I'm gonna.
Well, you
pick
don't
up-
have to hold it properly to shoot it.
Wait, can I?
You want to shoot it accurately.
I can't really. Wait, do grenades in this world function like normal? Do you take out a pin and then you're holding a thing until it goes off?
Yeah, pretty much.
Or you get a detonate and switch a grenade.
That's what I go. And I'm holding it. I was like, "Get off the fucking car!"
Roll intimidation.
God.
Now we're all gonna die.
What did you get?
6.
You got a 6. Yeah, both of them just kind of stop like mid-swing. They look at you.
Holding up the grenade. Get off the car.
The soldier just like looks around and is like, all right, you don't have to do it this way. All right, I surrender. And he kind of absorbs the situation. He realizes he's one of the last people left, and he just kind of he drops his weapon, and he just kind of gets down on his knees with his hands in the air.
And I say, "Take his keys and tie him up." And I check the grenade behind me.
Oh gosh. Can you roll throwing for me?
Yep.
Don't get a crit fail. Hit the top of the
Please,
canopy.
no.
It lands right behind you.
It falls into my gut.
Both 4s.
Okay. The grenade lands like right next to the other truck. If it had been any closer, you probably would have killed like an entire truck's worth of prisoners, and that would have been bad.
Nice. No, not
You know what?
nice.
I don't think about stuff when I do them. I just do it.
You have lost karma.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and that was your turn. I don't know why I dealt you in. You're not in this fight.
Anymore.
But I feel like I'm part of the team.
Sweet.
Feels like he's a part of something bigger.
Okay, cool.
I have a D20 in moaning.
D20 and moaning.
Speaking of which, the guys who are attacking this caravan, one of them actually chucks a grenade and blows up the other tank and kills everybody inside.
Damn it.
So
I had plans for that tank.
Yeah, so essentially,
Oh, I know what you were gonna do.
I
they
don't think you do.
they killed all the Inquisition. People start going into each of the trucks, and they start unlocking shackles or unshackling people, and they're basically like, "Come with us if you want to live." One of them kind of like dismounts from his horse, gets onto your truck, and is like, "Oh,
Uh-oh.
well, I guess come with us if you got this." And then he just kind of rides away. Some people, I guess, at this point, you've taken... Actually, no, he doesn't just ride away. He takes the Inquisition soldier as prisoner, and I guess he kind of helps you guys unshackle the rest.
What about the teddy bear on the floor?
Yeah.
I mean, they might think he's dead. I don't know. They don't really pay him any attention.
To be honest, he's basically dead.
And essentially...
Mostly dead.
a lot of the prisoners kind of go with him. And now I leave the ball in your court. What do you guys want to do?
Well,
I say we go with him.
I say grenades come in handy, and I want to take that other grenade on the guy.
All right, yeah, you can take that grenade.
Can I have one of those pencils over there?
I moaned
Oh, yeah.
really loud.
All right.
Moaned really loud
I
when you were
also,
throwing in the sack.
Ask the guy who they are.
They say we're just a bunch of survivors who've had enough of the Inquisition.
What
We don't really have a
coincidence.
name, but we used to be an entire town until the Inquisition came and destroyed it.
What a coincidence! We've had enough of the Inquisition as well.
No kidding. For real.
Do you guys have like an encampment?
Well, if you want, you can follow us back to it. We're always looking for people to join our fight.
Can we bring this car?
Does it work?
I mean, he was just driving it, so I don't know. Hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. On the road again.
Well, here's the thing. Like, normally you don't even need the driving skill to just like drive. It's mostly when you need to like.
It's for like combat situations.
It's if you're in
Careen
a high
wildly
speed.
down a riverbank.
Yeah, if you're in a high speed chase, or if you're trying to get like a
Somehow
car under
managed to get the
control.
tank to go like this down a river.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
for like really big maneuvers or something like that, like
Okay.
dire maneuvers. Like you're trying to
Just following
drive.
it, dude. You can
You're
stop
trying
the
to
driver.
drive to work you're trying to drive to a hospital while your wife is pregnant, but there's black ice everywhere.
Hey, I get to do something now.
All right. So we go back to Johnson over there, and
Hello. I'm here.
you're kind of at your shop.
Yeah.
So are
Is
we back in
anybody
town?
with me?
No, you guys are not back in
Oh
town.
yeah, that's right. He wasn't with us.
No, I wasn't with
No,
you.
no,
They
no,
just
no,
left me
never
there because
mind.
I didn't do anything. I'm just like, okay, they're here now, I guess.
This is gonna be interesting. All right, as I keep saying throughout this episode. So you said you wanted. You said you wanted to do something.
Yeah. It is Peacekeeper man still with me?
No.
Okay,
He hasn't-
I gotta
he
go
hasn't been
into
there
my shop. Is it ransacked from the Inquisition?
Ooh, that is a good question. Let me
And
just roll.
if it is, did they find the secret hatch underneath my main workbench?
Would you like to roll me a D%?
D%.
The secret hatch? Do you have power armor?
No, but it does begin with a P. I got a 3, like a 30.
Okay.
Potions.
I'm gonna say they didn't. Yeah, if you had like a 70 or higher, they would have, because I had a 30%.
Okay.
So yeah. No, they didn't notice anything suspicious. They did search it though.
Is it like a mess? Or is it...
Yeah, it's a mess.
Okay, well...
They were not kind to anything. They just
Okay. Well, most of what's on the floor is like tools and whatnot that are hard to break.
yeah. Yeah, there's nothing broken, but you know, if you have OCD, you're probably peeing your pants right now.
I don't got that.
Well, that's good then, because
I'm
then
just
you have
hard of
another
hearing.
mess to clean up.
I'm just hard of hearing.
Yeah.
All right, close the door, lock it up as best I can. I don't know if the lock's broken now.
All right.
And then I'm gonna move workbench and go down to my drug room.
To your drug room.
Yes, and get some more drugs.
Get some more drugs. What do you want to make?
I don't know. It's probably some miracle elixirs, a couple rock cards, and like another ogre bane. I don't know what you want me to roll for all that.
Some miracle elixirs, rock hard, and ogre bane. Well, it's not. Well, it would be like a knowledge alchemy roll, and for each success, and
Oh, do I get like one thing per success? Basically, is that how it works?
per success and
Okay.
raise. And
Okay.
you're going to be spending. So the cost of each drug, but half that.
Okay.
So because that simulates like all of the ingredients that you're buying to make this.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a 3.
Yeah,
So I don't really get to
your-
make anything then. All right.
Your concoction kind of fizzles.
Okay. That's fine. And I'll go back up and clean everything up and hide the room again.
Okay. Yeah. About an hour later, it's like it's not really dark, but it's like late afternoon.
Like dusk is starting to come in.
Yeah. There are. Oh, what did I say? There are 5 guys.
Do they have
Um,
burgers?
Terrible joke. There are 5.
We like our terrible jokes.
I mean, we'll take fries too.
Yeah. But they do have guns. And they're like we were sent here by Jorgen. Turns out we're going to do some shopping.
Well, I mean, it's the apocalypse, but aren't any real clothes we can get or anything like that.
And they just kind of look at you. Jorgen kind of like piles in there as well. He's like, "Oh yeah, sorry I'm late. I had to write down this list. What did you think I was doing?" And he hands it to you, and it's a list of about 5 things that he wants from this scrapyard. And he says, "You'll know them when you see them. Me, I have to meet with this Inquisitor. You know, terms of surrender and all that rot. But you guys are going to be moving out on my authority because these guys are technically members of the town guard, even though they are militia." And yeah,
This is awkward.
how so?
Well, you took me in once. I point to one of the guys that arrested me prior.
Yeah, well, as I recall, you caused a bar fight.
I didn't start that fight.
Yeah, I know you didn't start that fight. 2 people in that bar were fighting over your drugs.
Yeah, guys gotta make a living.
Yeah, living messing up people's lives. And don't get me started on odium.
That wasn't my fault.
Alright, that's enough, you two. Jorgen kind of like chimes in. He's like, "That's enough, you two. Just get this done. We don't have all day, and
Yeah, the sun's almost gone.
we get it. Go."
'Kay.
Smart ass. And he just kind of walks off. And one of them, we'll say his name is, I don't know, give me a name.
Bjorn.
Bjorn? Are you sure it's not Bjorn? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Bjorn, yeah, sure. He's a...
He's an elf named Bjorn.
Well, I mean, long blonde hair kind of fits.
No, surprisingly enough, he's a dwarf.
He's a dwarf named Bjorn. All right.
He's a dwarf named Bjorn. He's like, "All right, guys, let's head out," and they just kind of go that way.
You're just gonna kind of fall behind.
Well, of course.
They're not gonna let me walk with the mid pack.
Right. You guys managed to go outside. Well, the Inquisition soldiers kind of stops you guys. It's like, what is this? Why are you guys headed outside the city limits?
Business.
This place is under lockdown. Bjorn just kind of holds up, a wanted poster, and it's like, this guy's been running amok, and, we have, I don't know, he kind of, like, persuades the guard to let him go. Actually, what he does is he, like, hands him a few credits, and it's like, maybe this will change your mind, and then he lets you guys pass.
Even the law enforcement can be dirty.
Welcome to the end of the world. Anyways.
Just the end of this world.
End of the
Did you
part of the
read my
world.
comment?
Just this part of the world.
End of 1.1% of the world.
Oh, we know how big the world is then.
Yeah. It's a lot bigger outside of these walls. But anyways. So you guys managed to walk for quite a ways. Alright, so you're obviously behind them as you stated before.
Yep.
For reference, these two guys have rifles. These three guys have scatterguns, I think.
Well, you put down rifles, scatterguns, and pistols, so.
Well, all of them have pistols.
Okay.
It's just two of them have rifles, I believe. Or no, was it three of them with rifles? Yeah, three of them with rifles. So we'll say that these three have rifles and these two have scatterguns.
Okay.
And, this is kind of a fence. And these two are horribly drawn cars.
They look like baked potatoes.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what?
I'm
Just
so hungry.
for kicks and giggles, here's some stacks of tires. Because
Sweet.
reason. And
And
you're
bounce on them.
you're
Those are
kind
the
of
chives that you put on the potato.
Oh, those are black olives, obviously. Olivesly.
On potatoes?
Yes.
Yeah.
and then just like random piles
Loaded
of
baked
garbage.
potatoes.
Garbage.
It's actually
Must be
like
a
a huge
Wisconsin
one over
thing.
here.
It's like
one
some
over
smushed
here.
cars,
Yeah.
just like stacked in.
Well, it's more than cars. It's just random trash. They're just two cars and like.
Oh,
a
it's an
stack of
actual
tires.
dump. It's not a scrapyard. Okay.
Kind of, yeah. Pretty
It's
much.
a mix.
It's a mix of things. It's
Okay.
yeah. And you have this list of random items.
What am I supposed to find?
All of the things.
All of the things.
Where's the tire fire?
So yeah, two round timer. Yeah, 2-round timer. So you can basically take this time to search, just search and kind of move your guys around because they are under your control.
Okay. Well, if we're looking for stuff, it's probably gonna be something like. Probably gonna be something like this, I guess.
Okay, you want to make a notice roll?
Notice rolls already.
The pack of wild dogs is back.
I got jerky.
Yeah.
15. 3 of them crit fail and break their eyes.
I don't think that's how it works, but one of
Their
them.
eyes go.
There's look around.
They looked in the
Just
sun for too
explode out
long.
of their head.
All right, so you managed to find 2 out of the 5 things you were looking for.
With a 15, alright.
Yep. And then we'll go to round 1. Move your guys again and yourself.
Probably be over here. Have them shift around a little bit, I guess.
Cool.
Another roll.
Yes.
Just a straight 4 this time.
Okay. One of them finds another thing. So that's like 4 out of 5. Okay. So timer is done, and now I will actually deal cards. Wow, they get to go first. Actually, another card for your dudes. They got a 10. So I still get to go first. Okay. So, this guy right here disappears. And you hear a loud scream and a loud rip and tear. You just kind of hear, "Oh! Oh, God! Oh!"
It's normal. I wouldn't worry about it.
And since he's like out of line of sight, nobody can see this happening, but they all hear it.
That guy.
Yeah, they all hear it though, and they're
I
like,
don't. Hard of hearing.
"Roll notice."
It's gonna be bad. Oh, it's a 5.
Yeah, you definitely hear it. You definitely hear it.
I was hoping not to get a 6 because then I wouldn't have heard it.
Yeah.
Yep, and you know, basically that's the end of their turn. Actually, no, it's not. They're like, "Oh my gosh, something happened." I guess.
I guess.
And
it's probably just Timothy being a prankster again.
No. Bjorn, he's like, "Guys, someone should check it out." Actually, screw that. All of us are checking this out.
All right.
And now it's the end of their turn, I guess.
In that case,
Okay. They all spot 2 figures, and they appear to be humans. They look exactly like humans.
exactly like humans.
Oh yeah, they look exactly like humans, just like.
This is an uncanny
Are
human
they, like-
resemblance.
What's with the other guy? Did they see the other guy from the group?
He's kind of dead.
Dead on the ground. All right.
He's dead on the ground. No, he's like there's almost nothing left of him.
Uh-oh.
And they're just and one of them is shining a flashlight on these figures, and they're like, "Who are you? What's going on? Did you kill this man? Did you see what killed this man?" No answer.
No, I don't know if you know what humans look like, but that's not what humans
Oh, just wait. When we actually fight the Inquisition, I'm breaking out the Imperial Stormtroopers, because I ain't got the right minis. Alright, money for minis?
Do they make like Fallout minis?
There is actually a company, they're making a Fallout miniatures game,
Oh,
and it looks really sweet.
nice.
Okay, so
Super
Yeah,
complicated, but really cool.
they probably wouldn't fire on them. They'd say that.
Mm-hmm.
Me, however. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just gonna come up behind them and just shoot one in the back of the head.
Shoot one in the back of the head. Alright.
How rude.
So are you actually going
Yeah.
for the head?
Yeah, I'm going for the head.
Cool.
So I'll be at a
-4.
-2 because scattergun.
Gotcha.
No, I'll just let it go.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You try to fire at him, and it looks like, and surprisingly to you, he kind of pulls the "what is love" maneuver. Like what Han Solo did in the special editions of Star Wars, which we never talk about, but anyways. The entire scatter shot just like goes past his head and into the pile of trash next to him. So, they're going to get a 7, you're going to get a 2. Your dudes, however, are going to go first, which is unfortunate. I kind of wanted them to go first.
You want them to just eat me?
Maybe.
Like another party death?
Maybe.
Nice.
That'd be the first one. We haven't had one yet.
I
Barely.
mean, yeah.
Permanent and
So I mean, you have control over them, but they're still just relatively docile, and these are, well, peacekeepers of sorts. They're not
Yeah.
really peacekeepers. They're actually like town militia. They're still kind of like questioning them. If
This guy would probably like, "What are you doing?" And the others would probably back up after I shot.
if you want, you can have them on hold.
They'd probably back up to like that, and
Okay.
then he'd probably say something about me firing on them.
Yeah. Okay. So you're just gonna have them move and not do anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, one thing that I love about when you play this game is you don't metagame. So now I can actually do something with them. The guy who you tried to shot, The guy who you tried to shoot at, well, we'll go with another guy first. He just kind of moves forward, and again, these look like humans. Well, then, his neck just kind of grows out of his body, and his entire head just, like, flies forward at this guy right next to him, at Bjorn right there. I know this mini doesn't look like a
Like the
dwarf.
Binding of
What is
Isaac.
it? Just like a floating head now?
No, it's
like
just got, like, a long...
Giraffe.
It's just got like a long, constantly like growing neck. Actually, it looks like it's
terrifying.
It's like
it
the
looks
Binding
like-
of Isaac.
it looks like its neck was like is like a lot longer and was further inside the body and is kind of like jutting out
It's a head snake.
from the body.
Was I the only one who played that?
No, I played Binding of Isaac. But it's like a head snake, essentially.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
It's a turtle.
I'll make them. I'll make them wild cards for this fight because there's only 2 of them and 5 of
Probably
you.
be. Would that be a drop on them? I don't know. It
I'm
would
not-
be a
I'm not
drop
gonna
on
make
me,
it a
but would
drop.
be- Yeah.
I'm not gonna make it a drop because they're on edge.
Yeah.
So
You gave them toughness 5 with leather armor. So
what's their parry?
the parry? Parry 4.
Parry 4. Sweet.
Overall
so he hits.
toughness 6.
So he hits. So yeah, this guy's neck just like juts out at this poor dwarf over here,
Yep, Bjorn.
and his
Poor Bjorn.
he's gonna bite him. Damage strength plus D6, reach 1.
My God, it's Shino.
Boom.
Bjorn deserves to die. He's got funny hair.
Oh boy.
10 points of damage.
Their toughness 6, so
Toughness 6, so he's dead. Yeah.
he just got his neck bitten out.
Yeah, pretty much. All right.
Terrifying.
So then this other guy is going to turn around and do the same thing at you.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh,
Wow.
jeez.
You're screwed.
Oh, that's not a raise.
it's not a raise, but it is a hit. I just looked at their strength, and I'm like, this was probably a bad idea.
Oh, that doesn't actually hurt me.
5 points of damage.
My base toughness is 6, and I have armor on top of that.
Oh, wow, nice. Yeah. So, he tries to attack you, and your armor absorbs it. But now, with these 2 long-necked gnashers attacking Johnson and his crew, will they survive this fight? After all, they are wild cards. Or will they be horribly, horribly destroyed and turned into new hosts? Find out next week. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.